In Tamil Nadu, millions of households rely on packaged drinking water cans for their daily needs. But how safe is this water for consuming every day? Food safety authorities have repeatedly flagged serious quality issues, with tests showing a significant portion failing safety standards. And there are emerging concerns about the forever chemicals found in our water sources, which are causing more alarm. So the bigger question here is whether our everyday drinking water is truly safe. Packaged drinking water, often sold in 20-litre bubble top cans, has become a staple in Tamil Nadu homes. The water sourced from key water bodies through bore wells and other sources lack quality and have failed safety standards. What's even more concerning is that a local study highlighted water contamination in about 70% of these water bodies. An IIT Madras study tested water across 40 locations, including Chembrambakam Lake, Adyar River, and Buckingham Canal, which are the key sources for Chennai's water supply. The tests revealed that water samples collected from these sources were unsafe and was contaminated, suffered from poor hygiene and substandard processing. Reports from the Food Safety Department revealed complaints about bitter taste, unhygienic cans, and reused containers. Just last year, authorities formed special committees to conduct surprise inspections in Chennai and its suburbs. Despite national regulations from FSSAI requiring strict licensing, testing, and hygiene with proper sealed packaging, enforcement gaps persist and many consumers may be at risk for severe health issues. Not just infections, there can be damage to the major organs of your body. Adding to these concerns is the presence of per and polyfluoroalkyl or PFAS, which are synthetic forever chemicals used in packaging and industrial materials. IIT Madras study reported PFAS levels between 23 and 136 nanograms per litre, alarmingly higher than advisory limits of 0.004 and 0.32 nanograms per litre. These pollutants have also been linked to health risks like liver or kidney damage and even cancer.
If packaged waters or canned waters don't have certain safety or regulatory checks, they can be contaminated with this PFAS. So what are PFAS? PFAS are forever chemicals. They resist degradation or breakdown over time. So they can stay in the environment for a long time, and they are known to have a variety of health related conditions, most prominently causing developmental toxicity in children, certain liver and long-term problems in children. They are potentially teratogenic. That means that they can cause cancer as well. So in our drinking water, these PFAS have to be eliminated to reduce the complications and the health hazards which are posed by them. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India does not usually include PFAS under their safety algorithm. Western countries like Japan, US, even China have included PFAS in their safety and regulatory checks. India, unfortunately, doesn't have that regulation. So these can have probable complications. So in our packaged or canned drinking water, these have to be eliminated. So what are the best ways to prevent the contamination of these substances? So the first thing is to choose water from advanced filtration system or reverse osmosis systems at your home. The second is the FSSAI or the safety and regulatory check should include PFAS in their screening and regulatory checks. The third thing is for the commercial or the canned or packaged drinking waters, they should be more transparent and they should include their PFAS in the testing algorithm.
The Central Pollution Control Board has acknowledged that these chemicals have increased over the years, calling for better monitoring and standards. While some PFAS levels were detectable at certain thresholds in state tests, the IIT findings and national reviews note a rising trend in PFOA and PFAS in the waters consumed in southern India.
Yes, there is IS 10,500 guidelines, which they all monitor few parameters in water. The pH of the canned water should be somewhere between 6.5 to 8.5. The TDS, the total dissolved solids, should be less than 500. They should not have any bacterial growth. That is E. coli, the commonest bacteria, should have no growth, no heavy metals like lead, mercury, and they also test them for chemicals like nitrate, chlorine, free chlorine levels, etc. So it has been taken over by the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. They do a monthly testing for the bacterial growth. They do a semi-annual testing for all the physical and the chemical properties. They in fact do the hardness testing even more monthly. Now, there have been a recent study from the IIT Madras where they found a very high alarming levels of PFAS in the water what we drink. The Chennai Pollution Control Board have also found alarming levels of these chemicals in our canned water, which we normally use for drinking. Nowadays, we see a more number of reproductive issues in young women. The most important effect of this is to affect the hormonal axis of the reproductive system. Number one. Number two, it can increase the cholesterol levels. Number three, it can weaken our immunity. This is a silent killer. You know, if our immunity is weak because of these substances and microplastics, it becomes a very, very difficult thing to face. It can cause animal studies, especially, it can cause testicular cancer and kidney cancer.
However, Tamil Nadu has assured that drinking water sources in the state, including the lakes, are free of PFAS, and steps are being taken to address the issues of sewage mixing, violation of waste discharge policies, and others. Even the National Green Tribunal also stepped in to direct the government to take appropriate steps to address this. Meanwhile, experts urge stricter regulations, better treatment technologies, and regular independent testing. Senior officials from the Food Safety Department say that the consumers should check for FSSAI labels, proper seals, and expiry dates on these water cans. A senior official from FSSAI said that we have reclassified packaged water as a high-risk food category under FSSAI guidelines. We are conducting regular checks and warning manufacturers to follow protocols, including proper sealing and transport. As Tamil Nadu grapples with water quality challenges, one question looms large in our minds. How safe is the water we are drinking in our homes every day?